Hello and welcome to D&D on DDOcast. We are some Dungeons & Dragons online players, and we thank you for joining us as we play some 5th edition D&D. We're using Fantasy Grounds Unity. If you're interested in checking out the program for yourself, you can go to fantasygrounds.com or at fantasygrounds2 on Twitter to learn more. This is Tomb of Annihilation, and I am Patrick, your Dungeon Master and host. Thanks for joining us. We encourage our live listeners to participate at twitch.tv/DDOcast, where you can influence the game. Let's see. We'll meet the players, and we'll start with Fire.
Hello, I'm Naldarai. I am a elf sorcerer.
And Alexsia.
Hello, I'm Alexsia. I am a artificer.
And Grub.
Hi, I'm Grub. I'm a barbarian, and it's been over a month since I've hit anything.
Fraggle.
Hi, I am Flickeraxe, a dwarven knowledge cleric.
Fahada.
Hi, I'm Fahada Thistlewald, and I'm a human variant ranger.
Bojaxxx.
I am Bojaxxx, a copper dragonborn barbarian, here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and the party ran out of bubblegum last week.
And we have a new player, Dyne.
Hi everybody, I'm playing Dyne. He's a he's from out of town.
Well, you've only had like a month to figure this out.
For some reason I was getting paused on a word that I shouldn't be, but he's from Waterdeep.
Hey, there we go.
Yep. I mean, it's my background for crying out loud.
There you go. All right, so last time, this is our second session. Last time we got to Chult, this kind of crazy peninsula that is as close to the frontier as you can get in this is Eberron, right? I'm terrible with lore. Forgotten Realms, right. Not the DDO one. See, this is the problem. Like, as soon as you think about it, you know you're going to do the wrong one. Like, it doesn't matter which one you pick. You know you're going to be wrong. Anyways.
Exactly. You wouldn't let me be Warforged, so it's not Eberron.
Right.
Yeah.
Somebody didn't want to have to deal with food and water in a Chult.
Or heat.
Well, I don't know that Warforged are immune to heat.
No, but they don't have to worry about exhaustion from the heat causing them to be dehydrated and such.
You mean like all of the fun parts about the campaign? So, yeah, of course not. We're not letting you do any of that stuff.
Not the fun parts.
Depends on the perspective, I suppose. Anyways, you arrived in Chult, Port Nyanzaru, to be specific, and you're investigating the cause of the so-called death curse. No one can be raised, and anyone who was raised previously is wasting away and dying. And you have some information that the cause of this is in Chult. You don't know where in Chult. It's somewhere in this peninsula that has been mostly not explored and is full of undead and dinosaurs and all sorts of fun things to go and meet and play with. It's gonna be great. Lots of fun. So you got into the port near Nyanzaru, met one of the princes. I think that's the right name. Basically one of the there's 7 of them. They're the kind of overarching governing body of the port, if you will, the merchant princes. That's what they are. And here you are. Last time you kind of wandered around the city. I think some people purchased some useful equipment. Probably should. I'll be somewhat nice, and let's get. Dyne, do you want some insect repellent or a water catcher? Some people bought some, so.
Probably wants the 50 gold too.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
And the water catcher sounds nice. Flesh, insect repellent. Well, they're going to have to get through some scales anyway. But sure, Why not? I don't want him like resting in my clothes or something.
Let's see. A rain catcher was 1 gold. Here, I'll just send you the stuff, and then you can. I trust you to
Check it in here.
buy what you want and take your gold out. Everybody else got 50 gold. I don't know that Dyne got 50 gold. But because I'm a nice guy, he can have 50 gold.
Sweet.
Yay.
Yeah, there's his 1 for the night.
The one nice thing for the night?
Yeah.
What?
He earned it by
Night?
filling in for Drac.
You mean adventure. You missaid adventure. Let's see. Some other recap. I think you found very well finding a bunch of different guides or pamphlets for guides. You haven't actually picked one out yet. And learned a bunch. There are some side quests that you found. And there was one. I know there was one outstanding bit. I might leave my notes for session notes. I didn't put it on my hotbar for reasons. And we ended a little bit, not on a super cliffhanger, but Jhax rolled really well on a percentile that I had you roll. And let's see if I can find the. Oh, I remember you found some rumors. I don't remember which ones they are. I hope somebody wrote those down.
Fire put him
yeah,
in a
there's-
note, I believe.
That would be smart. Don't
And
expect
we've
you to
got
remember
4,
things.
Yeah, 4 quests listed on the toolbar on the right.
Well, the notes that we had were if you head up the Tirayiki River about 5 days by canoe, which is, I believe, twice as fast as walking, you'll see a stone spire to the east. Natives call it the Firefinger. It's where terror folk nest there, and if they spot you, you're in for a fight. The terror folk are Ptera folk is the actual name, as opposed to terror with just a word. Then the second rumor was the Order of the Gauntlet came here to cleanse the jungle of undead. They lost one of their encampments not too long ago. They're just barely hanging on to another. You see their emissaries all the time heading up the river, Soshin Star, in canoes to get more supplies and Templars from Port Nyanzaru. And then one must purchase a charter of exploration at Fort Belarian before undertaking any jungle expedition. The Flaming Fist punishes explorers who don't have the required paperwork.
Is that a pass that you guys are talking about? Because I didn't know it was
Yes.
called a pass. Okay. Because I have down
Yeah.
that we need a charter. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of this. I would say this is probably the same thing. Unless you're talking about a different charter, which is possible.
Definitely sounds like the Flaming Fist, though.
You would know. You're from Waterdeep. Oh, wait. No, that's Baldur's Gate. Damn it.
I mean, they operate down there. They're just not in charge of anything.
Yeah. Again, not the lore. I don't usually. This is why I tend to play in world adjacent. Like, I don't necessarily remember all of the lore and the intricacies.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice for the modules, right? Because they give that to you. You don't have to. You know,
There's
you just
only
have to.
40 odd years of lore to try
Right.
and remember.
You only have to
Yeah.
remember the book that you read, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And that green one's still cranking out more stuff.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Good for him. Hey, bring it on. Let's go. Anyways, Jhax, you wander into one of the taverns while you are, gathering information, if you will. And there are 2 people of note. One, you see another dragonborn.
Aha.
A crystal one. I got that right? You are a crystal?
Mhm.
Or gem or something like that?
Yep,
One of those
emerald.
things. Emerald, there we go. Does that mean you
Okay.
are shiny green, like an emeraldy, or
I mean, kinda.
Eh,
They're nearly translucent scales with a.
Hmm.
Yeah. Depends on how the sun hits me.
You're
Yeah,
so
there you go.
pretty.
Well, you're inside, so I'm guessing the sun isn't hitting you very much.
Not
Yeah.
the moment.
The other thing that you see is a bombastic traveling-looking guy, or a guy that looks like he's traveling, who has a pile of books next to him, and he seems to be kind of trying to hawk some of them, and he actually, there are people who are paying attention to him, so he, it's not like a guy just like trying to hawk things that people are like, no, go away, right? Like people are paying attention, and you can't really look. It's a bar; it's a little loud, so it's a little hard to understand. But it seems like he's talking about monsters.
Okay.
Do I see this guy selling books or whatever?
Depends on
Or-
if you want to be with Jhax or not. I don't remember who's where, so sure, I don't care.
Jhax and I were wandering around together.
Yeah. That's how we came across the list of guides and stuff, kind of looking for things to do, things that barbarians would like doing around here, like beating things.
I
hitting
don't
things.
know that two barbarians would be
Consuming
interested in a
alcohol.
guy selling books, but there
No,
is
but I
beer.
might go get the bookie guys while Jhax talks to him.
Gambling. I like
You
gambling.
know that Alexia and I went shopping.
Yes,
know
we
that.
did. Mhm.
Mm.
It feels really on brand of stereotyping here, but sure, yeah, it's going great.
Well,
I love this.
true. I had to sell some stuff. What can I say?
Hey, no, it's fair.
Well,
Well, if this patter sounds interesting, I will go get Fraggle and bring him back since I know he's interested in such stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, books
Ooh.
aren't my thing, but other dragonborn drinking in a bar, that would interest me. So I'm going to introduce myself. I don't know that I've seen a green crystal dragonborn before.
It's okay. The DM hasn't either, so
Yeah, I didn't know there was such a thing.
That's you, Dyne.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Yep.
I was just making sure he was speaking it and not just casually being like, "Well, that's
Okay.
weird."
As I don't believe I've seen any others of his ilk or my ilk around. I would like to offer to buy what I assume is going to be my new friend a drink.
Oh, I'll let him. What year is it?
Yes.
Okay.
It is a year.
Would you say is it contemporary with rhyme, or is it before or after?
Sure. Ish. 5th edition timeline. I don't know. Years.
It's
I
after
don't
the
know.
spell plague.
Yeah, it's after
sometime.
that.
Yeah. So, well, it's only been 15 approximately by rhyme. It's only been 15 years since Dragonborn came to the planet.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not that crazy. So yeah, it's well, we're all over the place just like everyone else. Me, I found me, not me personally, my parents, I guess, found a large sum of wealth and used it to buy themselves a name in Waterdeep.
I have been traveling and had resided with a band of dwarves, learning some of their skills. So I think, let's see here. So what's a round of drinks going to cost here for us, Pat? Since I know you're keeping track, I better subtract it.
It's normal prices.
Okay.
You're gonna ask me what normal prices are now, aren't you?
That would be the next one, yes, I would
And
think.
Are we talking a silver piece a drink, or a copper a drink, or a couple coppers?
I think it's like a copper.
Okay, I'll kick a couple of those off the.
Where the hell is this?
Too late. I already spent 2 copper on drinks. Introduced myself to my new friend, telling him about our quest/journey in town, and wonder if, assuming it's a he, Dragonborn.
I'm assuming you can tell the difference.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what they're
Well, you
wearing.
see, you turn them upside down, and
Yeah. I don't wear armor. Some do. So.
For everybody who is curious, Frost Maiden was 1489, and this is 1490 or 1491-ish.
Oh, pretty close.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
By the way, a mug of ale apparently costs 4 copper.
Okay.
A gallon is 2 silver.
That's some expensive mead. Better be good.
It's because it's a port town and such. Just
It's a barbarian. I think he's going to immediately be
economics.
going for the gallon.
There.
There's 2 of them,
Yep.
so, you know.
Yep.
I'm going to assume that a gallon is going to be more cost-effective than a mug, so.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what we're ordering. So 2 silver off the top. A couple extra glasses in case any of the friends walk in, and we'll start, or I'll start chit-chatting about what we're doing here and see if Dyne might be interested in joining our merry band of adventurers.
Well, I've been out there, and it makes more sense why they're restricting people going out there to get murdered to death by frogs.
Well, they're not very restrictive about people going out there. Just to be clear, like they're just, it's the Flaming Fist. They're just, you know, exercising the authority that they think is their right.
Yeah.
Which basically by virtue of we have strength of numbers and military.
We have a bigger fist.
Yeah,
you pay us.
Yeah.
Did Dyne's party meet their demise at the hand of the fist, or was it through other means?
I would say that their timing was terrible, and they started to exit the gate and ran into a mob of undead attacking the port, which happens apparently occasionally.
Okay, fair enough. And since I'm terrible against undead, I decided that I didn't need to be there anymore, and so I'm here instead. Wasn't the right group for me, apparently.
You say that, but
well, wait, I'm not there. Never mind. Sorry.
You say that, but you know, in 5th edition, rogues are actually pretty decent against undead because zombies are like hard to kill at early levels, and that extra D6 sneak attack really helps with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about me personally.
Yeah.
My own specific talents.
Well, our group would definitely be interested in the services of an individual of the night like that.
Translation: they need a trapper.
Oh, I thought I was talking about prostitute.
Yeah,
I was thinking too.
Times are quite hard. I mean,
he is kind of selling himself here.
For much.
Yeah. How much?
I don't know, but I already know what the title of this episode, this event, is going to be.
Jhax gets lucky.
Teeth are
Dyne and Dash.
Dyne and Dash. Oh, boy. Anyways, Alexsia, we'll jump over to Alexsia and Fahada, who are out shopping. And as you're wandering around, there is a commotion down one of the street from you, and you see people, go to the sides quickly. This is causing kind of a traffic-y jam kind of a situation, and an elegant sedan chair is coming. You hear drummers, singers. There are dancers leading this procession. It's very paradey. Think back to Aladdin and the Prince Ali, but like much smaller, right? Like it's not that crazy, and there's no genie like conjuring things up or anything. But there's some dancers and drummers leading this woman being carried in a chair. And Temple A is on their side, and they're just tossing fistfuls of coins into the crowd, that kind of a thing. And just for kicks, let's do.
Oh my gosh, what is that?
You know what I need to do is I need
I've never
to put.
seen anything like that. Wait.
Can you each?
Oh my god! Wait, are they throwing coins towards us? Oh my god, Alexsia! Let's. Oh my god, I gotta get closer.
Each of you can make either a religion or insight check, your choice.
Okay.
Find my stuff here.
Religion.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to add Dyne to the party sheet and
insight.
the.
I can double check with them. No, I know nothing, which doesn't surprise me because I'm from the backwoods.
Oh, I know nothing too.
Did I get him in there? It did not. Let's try it again. There we go. All right. Everyone's in the party sheet and kind of a tracker. It's fire there too? Where is fire?
I was wandering around looking for information.
Sure. You can people just seem to love this lady.
I'm trying to move to get closer.
Okay. You can you kind of have to like elbow your way through the crowd a little bit. But it's only kind of crowded because people moved aside to let her pass.
Yeah, I want to get closer. I want to pick up some coins. I want to see if I can see her in the chair. Can we see her in the chair?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I see coins. I'm picking some up.
Yes.
Okay, you can pick up some coins.
Everything. I'm picking them up. I'm looking at the chair. What does she look like? I'm super excited.
She looks like a priest. Give me a religion check. Oh, good. You didn't roll high enough, so I don't have to figure out what religion she is.
You two need to take a barb with you for these checks.
I know.
Yeah.
So true.
Did you roll a 20 on a religion check last time or something?
Yeah, I think so.
There was an amazing amount of 20s for non-combat last time.
I'm gonna say to whoever's standing next to me as I'm like picking up coins, who is she?
She is the chief, in a much more flowery language, and you pick a native of Chult, who also, if I remember, wait, let me double check this before I say something stupid. Is it gonna give me? Come on, catch up. So it's speaking. They speak common, but it's very accented. You can tell this is someone whose language naturally consists of tongue clicks, inhaled vowels, that kind of a language. So there's a pretty heavy accent there. This lady is the chief priest of Joaquin, known as the Mother of Prosperity.
Chief priest of Joaquin.
Mm-hmm.
Mother of Prosperity.
Yep.
Cool.
Other than the merchant princess, she's one of the most influential people in the city. And everybody loves her.
Well, if she's giving us money.
Can't understand why.
Are the coins like real coins, or are they like coins that just have her picture on them? Like,
nope, they're real coins. Fahada, you get 8 copper, and Alexsia, you get 14 copper.
Ooh, very nice.
After a few moments, they they pass on. We can jump back to the people in the bar. I just wanted to have a little aside there.
Sure.
That's fun.
Yes, thank you for bringing me to the bar. It's where I really should be. And then I'm gonna go look at the book guy.
Sure. So he's hawking his book. You can take a look at it.
Mhm.
This is where did the thing go? What's the name of the? So you see the title is Volo's Guide to Monsters.
Ooh.
And the person speaking is the author, Volothamp Gadarm. And he is hawking his book and talking it up. Here's this book. It has information about monsters and all sorts of fantastical creatures. Absolutely essential piece of adventuring gear for any serious adventure.
How much?
50 gold.
I will give you
I heard some
20.
choking.
I will give you 20 gold, and I will let you sign it for me.
I don't know if that came through, but he was laughing pretty hard.
Yeah. The price is 50 gold. Signature costs extra.
Okay, here, let's negotiate then. 20 gold, and you don't have to sign it for me.
Sir Dwarf, I can see that you are a new adventurer. This expertise is carefully, what's the word?
Curated.
There it is. This information is carefully curated, to no small danger of myself. That.
Well, give me a sample then. What's a good monster we have out here in the jungle that you could tell me about?
Sure. Let me. Where is the thing? Hold, please. That's the wrong one. Where's the? Did I not load? Oh, cool. Apparently, only loaded the player's version. Probably help if I loaded the not player's version. Something in from here? Sure. Perhaps you have heard of the Yuan-Ti, the snake people. People transformed into half person, half snake.
Sure. And what are their weaknesses? Does the book tell us?
Of course.
Then explain, please.
Well, you must buy the book to get most of the information, but you can go out from yourself and learn about the Yuan-Ti. It's very handy to know that they tend to capture people instead of killing them. They're really conquerors and enslavers.
So this book might be good, huh?
Every adventurer should consider it essential knowledge. An essential.
So yeah, totally. I will totally be back when I have 50 gold. But have you heard anything about the death curse?
Well, I peddle in rumors and such things. Give me a D4.
A D4.
Mm-hmm.
4.
There you go. Yes. Well, I don't know about. He knows of the death curse as much as anyone else does. Because I do know some amazing things about this land of Chult. The city of Mesrel, for example, was not destroyed during the spell plague. Its ruins are an illusion. I heard this. I heard a pale-skinned man whisper this to a dinosaur man with a big sword. The dinosaur man smelled like honeysuckle.
Interesting. And I take out my book and I scribble this down.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm continually taking notes and writing shit in my book. So I'm like the modern day equivalent of a dude with a cell phone. I've always got my book out, writing and bumping into people.
Hopefully it doesn't start raining.
Excellent, thank you. I will definitely be back for your book when I have the money.
I look forward to... and if you're looking for fun, to find amazing creatures and monsters, all you have to do is go into Snapping Turtle Bay. One of them is as big as a house. He's known as King Toba, and his shell has gemstones embedded in it.
What is that called? Shilku Bay?
No.
No.
Wait, I closed it.
Snapping Turtle Bay.
Snapping Turtle Bay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the bay of the...
Dragon Turtle, apparently. Great. That sounds fun. I will write about it and let you know.
I'm always willing to pay for good information about monsters.
Excellent. And I'd like to take notes on all the monsters that I encounter.
Sure.
Good day, sir.
He goes back to regaling the rest of the crowd.
So, when are you planning to go off into the jungles, or whatever your intention is? If I'm going to join you, it helps to know, and so I can make sure things are paid for.
That'd be you, Jhax.
Have we decided on a time?
Not that I'm aware of. We were still looking for stuff.
We
We're
got
all split up.
We were going to
Scattered.
interview guides today, I believe.
Yep. Who was doing that?
Was our new friend on a specific adventure, or was he just wandering out in the jungle? Because there may be another adventure to add to our list of possibilities.
Oh, sure, I can give him an adventure.
Or is getting ambushed at the gates of the city by undead an adventure?
Well, I assume he was going out the gates to do something.
Yeah. Yeah, I will. To Dyne, we are gathering information. Our group of 6. We plan to meet back at which of the cheaper
House of Repose? No, the other one was the cheaper one.
Yeah, I think we were gonna stay at the cheaper one.
Thundering Lizard.
The Lizard, yes. But we were going to meet up later tonight and discuss possibilities. You're more than welcome to join me and my friends here. I believe Grub and Fraggle are both partaking in the gallon of mead that I had, something dwarves would never do.
Oh, yeah. Twist my leg. I think I'll drink some.
Got you the hookup. not only is it pints, but it comes in gallons.
Oh yeah. Let's do this.
Are you Fire? Did you write down the quest somewhere?
No, but they're in the quests tab.
They're in the quest log, Pat, on the toolbar on the right.
Oh, hey, look, cool. That was a clever place to put them.
Yep.
That's why I didn't.
Fair enough. That was pretty clever of me. Wonder how I managed to do that. All right, so you're gonna go to the inn and regroup.
Sure.
We're looking for guides.
I'm looking for guides. Okay.
I definitely recommend one.
But we probably need somebody who's going to talk with them and not, hit them instead.
They appreciate that.
Barbarians don't have to hit everything.
Why not?
Better if we do.
We're better at that than talking.
So Dyne,
Mhm.
your group was approached by a half-elf named Zendala, who claims to be the daughter of someone named Artis Simber. She's asked you to help find him. He can't be found using magic, but he'd heard that he left the city with a reptilian man who doesn't talk and smells funny. Both were last seen heading into the jungle.
Mm.
Well, I will share that, and I bet that's probably a Yanti, just a shot in the dark.
She also, Zendala also has a pseudo dragon.
Okay, neat. So that's my recommendation.
So we're gonna skip the part about going to get a charter for exploration, right?
I mean,
There we go.
probably.
So that's into the quests as well.
Okay.
I mean, do we really want to deal with the fist?
Does anyone?
Nope.
I
What I'm
mean,
saying is maybe we
traditionally not
should
so
just
much.
get one so we don't have to deal with them.
well, I mean, while we're out there, we can easily, be heading in the sort of direction of the port to get one, because they don't just teleport, apparently. Or do they? Have they set up like teleportation circles? Because that would be,
No,
smart of them.
no.
It'd also be expensive and cut into their profits.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
you would think they would have an office here in the only city in the
The only port.
peninsula.
Well,
Do
there
they?
is another port. There's at least one other port in here.
I mean, do they? Do they have an office? That's a good point.
Which port are you talking about?
Port
Nyanzaru.
Castigliar.
Maybe. Oop, that's the wrong one. Where's my map?
There's Port Castigliar.
Yeah, there's two ports that I can see. Nyanzaru is just the main one.
Yeah,
Right.
It's
I mean-
the Port Castle. Why am I giving you free information? That's silly.
I think so.
Because we're drinking in a bar.
Nailed it.
Nice. A
Nice job,
0.
Now there's a barbarian.
So a couple of you are able to quickly learn that Port Castigliar is a port in name only. It was abandoned some time ago.
See, that's why it's in small letters instead of larger ones.
And we did
Also
hear
the
about
symbol.
Mesro just a bit ago.
That's also the symbol for a ruin. The black square is a ruin.
Yep.
So I minimize the map on my screen here and do not know where it
It's in
relocates
images.
to.
Yeah, if you click on images,
Images.
all of the things that he's shared that aren't like quests are pretty much all there.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
also shared
got
it.
it.
You just
Thank you.
go to uncategorized, and it'll have everything he shared.
Yeah.
I also
Got it.
recommend this is probably a map you should put on your hotbar.
Okay.
So if you grab the little circle in the upper left, you can drag that to the hotbar somewhere. But
Okay.
remember you can do Shift, Control, and or Alt to give yourself more hotbar space.
Or combine them in various combinations.
You just did grab the little circle, but that didn't work.
You click and drag that to the bar, to your hotbar.
Oh, you're
Not
talking about the
the-
shield, not the
Yes.
Yes.
pinhole.
Yeah, the shield.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
Sure, you can call that a shield. That tracks.
Yeah. Buckler. Looks more like a buckler.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like I say, only the second time with this interface, so.
I'll give you all the port
Okay.
map too if you want the port map.
Okay. Got it. Okie dokie.
You can hotbar all kinds of things like the combat tracker, the
Yeah.
party sheet,
Yep.
and anything else with a
Yeah,
shield
The
on
next turn button, which I had to learn recently, that was cool.
If you have only one primary attack thing, you can also hotbar actions or
They
parts of
don't
actions.
update if it changes though. Just be aware of that.
That's true.
All right, so some people are going to look for guides. Anyone going to do anything else? It's probably getting late in the day, just so you're aware.
Yeah, I'm tired.
A big
I mean,
day.
this is like a lot of excitement for me. I've never been any place this big. I've never seen a parade like that, and that lady was just throwing out money. I think I'm ready to go have dinner and lie down.
We want to listen around for a
Alexsia?
couple more rumors before we head back, Jhax.
Alexia is really quiet.
Yeah, we've been in the bar for a fair amount of time. Have we overheard any random chatter?
Not anything of note.
Okay.
If you would like to engage with the patrons on a more than just
I
like
was
casually
gonna-
drinking, we can
I
do
was
that.
Going to engage with the bartender and ask him if he has any recommendations for guides. Anyone that he has heard of that is more reputable or disreputable than
that was
others.
That was the wrong Dragonborn.
Hooray!
Oh,
It's also a much better roll this time.
And I'm there with them, so I will
Jhax's social
ask
skills
around
are
as
up
well.
should be searching out lotto tickets and not vague information with these rolls.
Dyne is not able to get much information because his shiny scales keep on distracting everybody.
Yeah.
Let me find the.
It's this nice blue leather jack I have.
Is the guy? So the bartender tells you that some guides are officially licensed, which legally is the only way to be a guide. Of course, some are not as there are of course quote guides who are not chartered. But the chartered guides are controlled by the merchant prince Jobel.
So that's somebody we might
bastards
want to see.
want 5 gold a day with 30 days up front.
Yeah, yeah.
Just a little bit for our blood.
There were some that were willing to waive their
For
fees
killing
for
a
help.
head. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could recommend Musharrab. I mean, because if we help him recover his, some sort of dwarven relic, he'll do it for free.
Who wouldn't like to help the?
That doesn't sound bad either.
Yeah, but wasn't his goal like on the other side of the giant unknown area?
Yeah, but we'll get there eventually. I mean, you could come with us for now, and
But that would be your guide. Like,
Yeah,
no,
his only
keep going
goal.
left. Yeah, keep going
Yeah.
around. We don't want to go there yet.
So when we were finding information, he's one of the three we found a lot of information, and he's very driven by his goal for his ancestral gauntlet. Everything else is just kind of helping him get there.
So, Alexia, as we walk back to the inn, I'm just like chatting incessantly at you about all the things that I've noticed today, and I'm asking you questions. Like, does everybody give away money like that? Is that like normal in a city? I'm just like talk, 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 talk.
Okay. I just mostly just shrug because I have no idea. And then we just chat. We just chat. Because you know how we are.
I was gonna share the
Volbin
guide.
shared. So everybody who wants the information,
Right.
they're in the images, uncategorized. The handouts are all there.
I was gonna send them to Dyne, but I can send them to everyone at the same time if anyone wants.
I also have a link
few
to
of
all of them under the guide's note with the additional information we've received.
Let me see, Dyne. Do you want me to share them with you, or you just want to go in there?
Sure.
Incoming. All right, I think that's all of them. There's a fair few.
I noticed.
They did really good on their rolls for finding
You rolled
guides.
well. Yeah.
Yep. And they rolled so well that we got extra information on 3 of them.
That sounds right.
Jhax got a natural 20. You know, the barb.
Just hoping that doesn't play over into swinging the cleaver. And
You're a knowledge barb, right?
well, I did hang out with a bunch of dwarves once.
Well, I can say about Musharib. Yeah, he needs help. I mean, not us, but help, clearly. Let's see.
I mean, he's doing better than the other dwarf. The other dwarf is like missing an arm.
Which is kind of scary.
His description was, "Red dragon bit off my arm, yet here I stand. Takes more than a dragon to stop Hugh."
I mean, take that for what it's worth, right? Like, yeah.
He may or may not be bad luck.
Well, the dude survived a dragon. That's worth something,
I didn't
right?
say bad luck for him.
All right, so you guys ready to call it a day? You want to go to day 2?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sleep on it. It's fine to decide what we're going to do next day.
I made a table to come up with weather for every day because I'm lazy.
And we don't even have a druid to cast the
Light
druid
rain,
craft.
moderate rain, heavy rain, or gully washer. He's rolling a d4.
It's actually it's a little more than that, but the weather for day 2 is light rain, with light wind, and the temperature is 100 to 105 degrees.
Oh, joy.
Oh, man.
Jhax is wincing because
Nice
we had
out.
a few of those days last year.
Uh-huh.
It's hot.
Yes.
Even out on the water that day was hot. Oh, man.
I did that day, and I was in plate gear.
Yeah.
Luckily, the game was in the shade, so that was nice. It was still toasty. And imagine you guys are all wearing essentially, you have armor and stuff. So
I don't know what you're talking
Oh.
about.
Nope.
I am totally using prestidigitation to keep my clothing cool.
I don't know that it works that way.
You can instantaneous cleans. Or sorry, you can chill, warm, or flavor up to 1 cubic foot of non-living material for 1 hour.
1 cubic foot of material.
And prestidigitation, you can have 5 prestidigitation effects going at the same time.
All right.
Hey, can you make that work on mine?
I can only actually have 3, not 5.
Okay, well, it used to be 5. Anyway, but that does.
Let's see. How much were we charging you for a day?
Half a gold at the raucous place or a gold at the fancy place.
For a room, right?
Yes.
I think one person took the fancy place, but I think the rest of us took the cheap place.
I took the fancy.
Oh, then I'll definitely be at the fancy at that rate because I don't have to pay for it. So,
Wait, what?
I don't have to pay for it. It's comfortable lifestyle without having to pay for it. It's background. I mean, a bill gets sent off, but I don't have to worry about that.
Dang.
I have bad news for you. This is while you're in Waterdeep or elsewhere in the north. I don't think you're in the north here, buddy. You're not. You left Kansas. At least that's what I'm reading there.
That's not what it says in the feature.
I'm reading it. While you are in Waterdeep or elsewhere in the north. Doesn't have the. Let's see if I can find my Forgotten Realms map. This could go poorly.
Let's see.
And unless you're eating your own food, I think everyone's gonna have to pay that cost because I believe it will include food. Oop. All right. So day 2. What would you like to do on day 2? Besides, find a guide. Guess that's gonna be a big thing.
Yeah, or perhaps find out about artist Simber or some of these other people that may need some help. Some of the rumors.
I actually want to look for a library or something like that.
A library, he says.
Something like that, yeah. I mean, this place has been here for a while. I'm assuming they have history down to read up on.
Want to check out a Volo's guide and not bring it back?
Exactly.
Let me see. I'm trying to think if one of these was a library. There's some places of knowledge, but I don't know if there's an actual library.
Oh, well, places of knowledge, I mean, I guess it's the same thing, right?
So currently, Kawasha, Azaka, and Shago seem like the most, just going off their elevator pitches, seem like the most actually in it to get you somewhere.
You said
Which ones?
Kawasha. Oh, Kawasha, Azaka, and Shago.
Yeah.
These are the three he said.
Yeah, but how much do they cost?
You mean Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego?
Yeah, Shago is one of those 150 gold pieces up front, guys.
Yeah.
But it's negotiable.
Yeah.
No, not for him.
Actually, yes, it is. Kawasha, 5 gold pieces per day, but that amount is
No, he said
negotiable.
Shago.
Oh, Shaga. Yeah, he's a bit much. So,
And of the three that we found extra information on, Salida is highly regarded, is haughty but deservingly so. And also only requires 5 gold per piece per day with no upfront.
20.
What do I need to have you roll to figure that out?
Or you could just tell me.
Well, I was picking locations.
Ah,
Basically, what I was doing is having you figure out how many different locations you find information about or like go to while you're looking for a library. That's kind of what I'm going for here.
oh, cool.
So I'm going to give you information on 5 places. I think we'll just have you roll a roll me a d20 because I think some of these places we can skip. All right, so Goldthorn, find your map. Are you looking at the map, Josh?
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy on a hill here. So just a little
Big fancy place, yeah.
that's Golden Throne. It's the palace that serves as the meeting place for the merchant princes of the port, and is recognized as the seat of the city's loose government. There's an honor guard of 8 Chultans always on duty.
Okay.
It's the best place to meet any of the merchant princes without an appointment.
Ah,
Oh, go and give me another one.
D20?
Yep. Try not to roll the same number.
No, a 20 though. She give me something good.
It's just on a chart of places.
No. You gave me the best.
Nope.
Whorehouse in the town? No.
No.
Free beer?
No. but I will tell you that so down in the bottom left, in the Turkey anchorage, that's where the dinosaur pens are. So most of the beasts of burden in the city are trained there, and that's also where they're penned up at night. It's also where the dinosaurs for street racing are stabled.
Dinosaur street racing?
Yes,
Dang.
this is a thing.
Oh my.
Would you like to find out more about dinosaur street racing?
Yeah, totally. Unless I find a library, but yeah. That's
so we'll
crazy.
count this as one of your 5. The city has weekly dinosaur races. It's a typical race day has 3 races: one for 4-legged beasts, one for 2-legged beasts, and one that the quote unchained race, which is the no rules race. So, basically anyone with a dinosaur can enter, or anyone riding someone else's dinosaur can enter.
Mm-hmm.
So, it is a thing that you can do if you wanted to.
I'm thinking prizes. How much are prizes?
Well, so betting is a big thing. Prizes. You would think it would tell me prizes.
It's cool. It's all right. Not like we could enter or anything, but
there's betting, and you can enter.
But we need dinosaurs.
This is true. Or you need someone with a dinosaur that will let you ride a dinosaur.
Okay. I don't have polymorph yet. Sorry.
Nor me.
There is probably a prize. I just can't find it.
It's all right.
I do have animal handling.
Ooh.
So we have a driver.
Wrong one. Let's see. That was 3, right? Give me another d20.
Nine.
Yeah.
How many do I need to skip here?
I mean, I know 2 German numbers. Okay.
There are. Let's see where. Oh, wrong one. I need to look at. I need to cross-reference my map before I can give it to you on your map. So in the harbor, there's a little section that's kind of cordoned off. It's the quote Royal Docks, which the name dates back to the age when Chult was ruled by true kings and queens instead of merchants. These docks are reserved for the exclusive use of the merchant princes and diplomats, dignitaries, foreign merchant, like the people that they want, the merchant princes want to flatter with that privilege to dock there.
Okay.
And one more. And let's see where. Oh, wrong map. Need the map that has the numbers on it. All right, so there's on the southeast part of the city. There's a building there. This is the dye works. So merchants import light plain fabrics, which are dyed in vibrant colors there. So local tailors craft the fabric into long shirts and stuff that are favored there, and this is where they dye them.
Excellent.
The cliff below the dye works and cedar on it are perpetually stained bright orange, blue, red, green, and yellow, depending on what colors are being dumped from the vats that day.
Yeah.
Excellent. And I'm assuming we catch multicolored fish there as well.
Probably. If you went fishing in that spot, yeah, that'd probably be a thing.
I could get them.
Okay. Yep.
He's pretty good at catching fish, I will say.
Okay, so no actual library or anything.
You did not find one.
Okay. I'll have to keep looking tomorrow.
But I will additionally give you the information, some information. There are several temples that you could. There's a temple of Savras, Gond, Suni, and Timora. All right, who wants to go next?
Well, I'd like to spend the day looking for more information about Quest, but especially trying to find out more information about the Flaming Fist and this pass that we are supposed to need.
I'll go with you.
Sure. Where is... All right, so you want information about the pass part of it?
Yeah, how much does it cost, and what are the consequences if you don't have one? That kind of stuff.
Okay. And that was Alexsia and Grub.
Oh,
Well then. So Fort Bellerin sells charters of exploration. Basically, Baldur's Gate is laying claim to everything east of the Mistcliff and north of Kitcher's Inlet. And its rumor is that they're trying to, kind of less of a rumor, a little more scuttlebutt than rumor. They're trying to extend their claim south. Basically, no one, including the merchant princes, has the force in Chult to dispute the claim. So the Flaming Fist basically does what it pleases and demands that explorers buy charters. Many don't. And they often are accosted and detained, beat up, bullied, it would kind of be a good way of putting it, by the Flaming Fist. The charter costs 50 gold, but also it also costs half the expedition's proceeds.
ooh.
One of the advantages to it is if you get a charter, you can hire some mercenaries to accompany you for a rate of 1 gold for 10 days per mercenary. However, you do find people that are... Look, like, this is not... The Flaming Fist doesn't have a huge presence in the city. They're not, like, checking people out through gates or anything like that, right? So...
Right, because if they had that kind of presence, we could get one here.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a pass? No, do you? Come on.
Alexsia, you also are able to find out that they do also trade charters for work.
Oh, what kind of work do they do? Do they trade charters for?
I mean,
That might be
whatever they're looking for. Yeah, odd job, quote, odd jobs. Really, I mean, adventuring work, right? Like,
I look over at Grub and say, "Well, what do you think about that?"
Well, did we find out anything else about side quests while we were talking to people? It seemed like there'd be an overlap between the people who are offering quests and the people that know about charters.
that's what I have left for side quests to give. Right. Which ones did I give you already? Scroll to priest, find born, help forms, alliance. I'll just say, give you one. You rolled really well. I probably should have had you roll. Well, let's do this. So that was for. I'm gonna have you make another roll for side quests. Do it that way.
Oh, piffle.
Biffle, you rolled an 8 and got a 14 at level 1.
Yeah.
Your roll
Still
was
won.
half of Grub's, and you almost had the same end result.
Yeah, but he beat me, so that's what matters.
Sure.
Hey, Jack, this social stuff's a lot easier than it looks.
Yeah, no kidding. Loaded dice, baby. Like I said, I just hope it doesn't translate into 3s and 4s and 2s when
Right.
it hits the fan.
Yeah, that's like
Or
when
you
I
and I
use.
could take the dodge action and let all the book people hit them.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, throw that book at him.
Yeah, so you kind of start asking around, looking for work, per se. And you somehow manage to you bump into the harbor master, which is no small feat. Actually, let me back up. You hear a rumor that the harbor master Zindar is looking for adventurers for some work. Go that route.
I need a quick
They're looking
AFK.
for
Sure.
the harbor master then.
Okay. Pretty easy for people to tell you where the harbor master's office is, which is, of course, I look at the wrong map because they don't put numbers on the player's map because, you know, that would be too easy. Right. So on the northeast part of the harbor is the harbor master's office.
Shall we head there, Alexia?
Yes, let's do.
I think let's put a pin in you guys and see who is not.
Ouch.
Watch it.
Fahada, Dyne, or Naldarai. Is there something any of you three would like to do?
So I'm gonna wake up in the morning. I'm gonna go down to the inn and have some breakfast, and I think I'm just gonna hang out in the inn for a while because I mean, I don't really know anybody here, and I'm afraid that I'll get lost. So I'm gonna try and strike up a conversation with people, unless one of my party members comes down.
I'll come to them later, so you'll have time to talk to some people. Or in later.
Why did that have an extra D10?
I don't know. Sometimes it likes to throw multiple stuff on that. I've noticed
Weird.
lately.
An 87.
If we live long enough, it won't be so strange if I'm doing it.
Right. Sure, we'll go with that one.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
So by chance, Fahada, you run into a man named Roka.
Okay.
And he believes that he and his organization, and no, he does not name his organization, believe that the pirates may have formed an alliance with the Flaming Fist. He has orders to infiltrate Fort Bellurin and find proof so that they can blackmail the fort's commander. He asks for you to. He's looking for someone to escort him to the fort and create a distraction so that he can ransack the commander's headquarters. And as a reward, he is offering to pay for the cost of a charter for exploration.
Ooh.
He, he also offers to introduce you to. He knows a pair of guides, and would be willing to pay the guides' fees.
Hold on, sorry. I'm just catching up in my notes. Okay. I'm a little taken aback. I mean, I just like came over to say, "Hey, how's it going? I'm new here." Wow, that's quite the off. I think I'm gonna have to talk to my new friends about it. I mean, can we put this on hold? And
Sure.
okay,
I mean, until I find someone willing to do the work.
okay. Well, I mean, if that happens, that happens. Where are you gonna be?
He tells you.
Okay, I guess it's not important.
He's staying here. He's gonna go hit the taverns. You know, the places that adventurers are known to hang out.
Okay, well, nice to meet you. And I smile at him
Sure.
as sweetly as I can. Wow, I just can't believe. I mean, I'm just a little in shock. Has any of my party come down yet?
Hold on for a second.
Oh, yeah, I'm not good at that.
I figured, you know, if you're smiling sweetly at him, I'm gonna make you roll a persuasion check, or
Oh.
if
no
you
teeth.
if you rolled high, I was gonna have him like he was gonna buy you your breakfast.
Oh, nice.
But you didn't roll high. 6, not high.
No, I didn't. I gave him an awkward smile, apparently.
The human interaction thing is apparently still something you're working on.
It is. I mean, this is kind of new to me, being in a big place like this.
And I put the create a distraction quest into the quest grouping.
Cool. I'm gonna wait till one of my party members comes downstairs, so I'm on hold for now.
I think Dyne was coming downstairs.
He said later, not sure when.
Okay.
Now would be fine if there's nothing else to fill. I just wanted to make sure that I was late.
Sure.
Oh, gotcha.
I want to make sure to get so Bojaxxx, Naldarai, and Dyne a chance to go before we circle back to Alexsia and Grub.
I'm going to go and see if any of the guides are willing to give us information on some of the main threats we can expect to see nearby the town, nearby the port.
Okay. You want to ask the guide specifically?
Yes.
Or just people in general?
People in general, but also guides is the main focus.
Well, people in general will tell you that undead and monstrous beasts are the two big ones, but there's other, you know,
Other dangers, got it.
Yeah. Is there anything? There are. Yeah. I mean, you're going into a jungle, right? Like, it has undead. It's a land of dinosaurs. You've already heard about terrafolk. There are. So an analogy would be like if you were going into the Amazon, right? Like there are natural creatures there. Just, you know, these natural creatures are dinosaurs.
Well, are there some of them that are
dinosaur
more
stuff.
commonly encountered? Like, are crocodiles something that they're going to see a lot of? Or, like, what are some of the more common ones is what I was asking for?
Undead. There's also tribes in the land that you can run into. You know, people. People get disease pretty easily, and stuff like that. There's a lot of danger. Again, a good analogy would be you don't really get a lot of specifics aside from the big ones. But imagine, if you will, that you were going into the Amazon and kind of similar type of dangers. There's, you know, nuisance type dangers. There's, you know, moderate dangers. people go in and die all the time, which is probably not actually true of the Amazon, but in Chult, people, adventurers are common.
Well,
and
if
they don't
nothing
all
else,
come
we
back.
found out about wild tribes and diseases are fairly prevalent, so that's, again, something.
Right. And if you'd like to go to a specific guide, we can work on that.
Yes, I would go to Salida.
Wrong group. You said Salida. Okay. She's not too hard to find. You find her, and start talking with her. She's very fit. She completely looks the part of a seasoned explorer, kind of like what you'd heard before. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, it's the same image that's on the handout. So what do you want to? Are you just kind of like looking to get to like feel her out, kind of a thing, or?
I'm just trying to see if she has any primary things for us to look out for on an expedition, so we can know what to look out for when we go on an expedition. To not make some stupid mistakes, if we can help it.
Sure. So you quickly find her to be someone who's very intelligent, very witty. Let's do. Hey, that's pretty decent. You find her to be a very enjoyable person to be with. However, you do also get the haughtiness. She just tells you like there's lots of dangers out there. There's the ones you've already heard about, but also she tells you that there's rumors of Yuan-ti in the jungle. The undead seem to be a little more active right now. But most she tells you, look, the biggest danger is going into the jungle with a bad guide or without one. And she's the best.
So I've heard.
But she does seem like a very pleasant individual.
Is there any direction we should try to go to learn, like to do a day trip or something like that to learn about these dangers?
A day trip.
Go out a day or two, spend some time out in the jungle to get our feet wet, get an idea of what it's like before we go farther in.
Sure. If you want to, south and east is more undead territory. West is not. Other than that, it's a jungle, but there's some varying topography. So it's the same but different. Does that make sense?
No.
Kind of depends on what you're looking for. Like, she doesn't have a good she doesn't have a recommendation, at least not a free one. Other than to say that, if you want to get an idea of what the undead are like, go east and south. If you want to, have an experience that's less likely to deal with undead, go to the west. But it's all, especially around the port, if you're just going to go out for a day, like it's basically the same. Not a lot of difference there. Let's see who we got left. Jhax or Dyne? Anything you two would like to do?
I'm gonna spend the day hanging around the tavern again, listening for gossip, seeing if there's any usable intelligence that might walk in.
You should have a D100 request roll,
Let me. Boop.
which still has a weird D10 attached to it.
Yeah.
You don't learn anything. Nothing you haven't heard or
Okay.
interesting.
Bojaxxx
right.
in the tavern.
Probably.
Okay.
It might be a
Yeah.
different tavern, but
Oh, I'll let him decide.
are you bar hopping or are you in the tavern that you stayed at?
I don't know.
The one you stayed at.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, I go somewhat bouncing over to Bojaxxx. I'm like, hey, Bojaxxx, right? Bojaxxx, is that your name? Bojaxxx?
Yes.
Do you remember me? I'm Fahada. We met yesterday.
I'm gonna step away real
Okay.
quick, but keep going.
Yep.
Okay, so I was just like saying hi to people. Oh my god, you should have heard about the day that I had yesterday. But anyway, I was just kind of saying hi to people, and this guy named Roka just started talking to me. And okay, so he and his organization believe that the parrots, I don't know if he was talking about the bird parrots. I'm not quite sure what he's meant by that, but they may have formed an alliance with the Flaming Fist. And they're going to try to blackmail the fort's commander. I don't know if I'm getting this all right, but listen to this. If we create a distraction, they'll offer to pay the cost of our charter, and they know a pair of guides, and they'd be willing to pay the guides' fees.
He would get us to Fort Balurian, covering all the costs and stuff.
Oh, I didn't ask that.
Oh.
But I know where to find him.
Okay. Well, we probably should get the group together, because I think that's where we need to head. I think having that charter for perusing about is a wise thing.
Right.
Okay.
And I don't think he said parrot. I think he said pirate.
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 Yeah.
Not parrots. Not the birds.
Not the
No.
bird.
More sense as
Oh.
Does it make a little
Well,
more
that
sense
makes
now?
that makes a little more sense to me.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, Dyne, would you like to do anything before we circle back to Alexsia and Grub?
Yeah, I'll come down. Or show up, finally. Have some whatever late breakfast is and talk or
Here,
communicate while eating.
Okay, you're green with a blue jacket?
With
Oh
gold
my
trim.
god, those are like my two favorite colors.
You should have a
What's
roll.
your name? What's your name? What's your name?
Well,
I'm Fahada.
nice to meet you. I am Dyne.
Hi, Dyne. Okay, I thought it was parrots. So, Bojaxxx, do you want to? Oh my god, I have to tell that whole story again.
I feel
you
like you
do.
seem like a character who would love to tell that story again.
Yes. Okay,
And now
so
you've got to do it with science too.
so Dyne, are you like joining us? Because again, my name is Fahada. Like this is
Nice
my
to meet you,
first time in
Fahada.
a. Thanks. Oh my god, it's so cool. This is like my first time in a really big city. There was this woman yesterday that was just tossing money. I got like 8 copper. It was, oh my god. But then, like, I talked to this guy this morning. He said his name was Roka. He said that the parrots. Wait, no, pirates. I thought he was talking about birds. But Bojaxxx said it was pirates. They may have formed an alliance with the Fist people, the Flaming Fist, with this. Anyway, they want to blackmail the fort's commander. I don't know why. I guess I probably should have asked that. But anyway, they're offering to pay the cost of our charter for exploration and for a pair of guides if we create a distraction.
Okay. Did they say why?
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, is he still here?
Do I hear that?
If he's still there?
No. Dyne, do I actually hear that?
Yeah, in your head.
I say yes. Out loud.
Are you
Okay.
talking telepathically?
Yes, I am.
He's been having all kinds of fun.
Yes. I've never been someplace this big before. It's a little overwhelming.
Okay. We'll
And I
just
sit
take it
down.
one step at a time. I mean,
One
it's a
step at a
little
town.
town, but I can understand how it is.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. So is the individual around?
He has left.
Well, he
Uh,
left, but I know where to find him.
Yeah, you should be able to find him pretty easily.
Okay. Well, let's go
Um,
find him and see if we can understand exactly what his motivations are.
Dyne, the only thing that you get before this in the loose conversation while you're eating breakfast
Uh-huh.
is someone mentions to you, recommends that you check out the Temple of Sapphyra. It's a deity of wizards and fortune tellers and diviners.
Right. Okay. Well, I think we've got
seems
a
like a place
beginning
that
of a.
might help. The person is like, oh, you're trying to figure this out. Check out them. They help people.
Sure. Okay, it looks like we're forming a nice itinerary for the day. Need something to do. So why don't we go over those things?
So I've got Loose here to circle back to Alexsia and Grub. And then it sounds like you want Dyne and Jhax and Fahada are gonna go find the
Roka.
Right. Well, thanks for watching D&D on DDoCast. If you'd like to find more of our adventures, you can find them on DDoCast.com or the DDoCast YouTube and Twitch channels. We've been using Fantasy Grounds Unity. You can get started with your virtual tabletop gaming experience today at fantasygrounds.com or at fantasygrounds2 on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at DDoCast. You can also check out DDoCast.com for our weekly DDO news and discussion show and more tabletop and gaming adventures. Grubby, you want to plug your stuff?
Oh, well, sure. Not this Sunday, but next, that being the 3rd, I will be having another round of Rime of the Frost Maiden on the D&D Online's Twitch stream. And you can come watch several of those here play as I run that. Other than that, you can check out eldritchentertainment.com for GM screens and eventually, whenever my mold gets here, some dice.
Ooh.
Anyone else have anything they want to plug?
Nope.
I would say it
Jhax's
just occurred
social
to
skills.
me. It just occurred to me
Yeah.
that this is like super hot environment, and Rime of the Frost Maiden we're playing in a super cold environment. Is there like a temperate zone anywhere in this world? Just asking
Oh,
for
yeah.
a friend.
Descend into a furnace.
Asking for a friend.
That's also hot, but dry.
Yeah, this is the hot and wet. That's the hot and dry.
All right. Well, thanks very much for watching. Have a good night.
Good night, everyone.
All right.